Alright, we're about to attempt what will be one of the most interesting challenges that I will face. Tamara has challenged me to bake a cake. Now, I know how to cook some stuff. I know how to make little things like stir fry and spaghetti and things, but I've never made a whole recipe by myself. So I went out and got all this stuff, and I think we're going to be okay. I'm going to be pretty nervous about this, though, because it has to be edible. That's the thing. If I mess it up, or we can't stand the taste of it, then that doesn't count. So I'm going to give this a shot, and I'm making a yellow cake with raspberry filling. It's kind of like our wedding cake from 7 years ago, so I thought that'd be kind of cool. And I'm not going to videotape all of this, but the first thing I need to do is make lemon zest. And thankfully, we had a zester. And it's a good thing Tamara told me about that, because I wouldn't have known about all this stuff. So we're going to try to zest this thing. And I need half a tablespoon. That's not very much. I'll be right back. And there's our zest. I pretty much went through a whole lemon. Well, not really. I kind of manhandled it. I don't know what to do there. It's kind of an awkward thing for someone who's never zested. But that's about half a tablespoon, I guess. I don't know. With that done, I've got to get this pan greased and floured. Okay, I wouldn't call this a problem exactly, but I tried to put the butter in the microwave for about 18 seconds, and that was a little too much. So that's pretty greasy, though. I think it's still working. Good enough. Alright, it's greased and floured. I don't know. I can't get the flour all over the place. So I have a feeling there's something wrong with that, but I just don't know. So I'm doing the best I can here, but now I get to start with the fun stuff. I get to start mixing. And I've got to sift the flour, baking powder, and salt together in a medium bowl. And there's the bowl. Now this isn't so bad. I got the flour, baking powder, and salt, and now I'm sifting it. And I can see what it does there. It's making that very fine. Great. It's going to work out fine. This is the part that scares me the most, because I generally hate butter. I don't put it on any foods, and I just try to stay away from it, but I realize we have to use it. So it says to put 3/4 cup softened. I think that's about as soft as I can get it, really, without melting it. And there's the 3/4 line. That's got to be about good, right? I would think. That's probably a little over a stick. I think it's over a stick of butter. That's certainly more than I want, but I hope it works for the cake. Alright, we got our butter and sugar, and 2 eggs and 2 egg yolks combined. So now I have to gradually add the sifted flour to it using the mixer. That'll be the fun part. And add half the milk. Okay, so I gotta get that poured. Oh, and the vanilla and the zest. All right. Okay, so I mixed it pretty well. It's a little lumpy in there. I tried to get as many of those out as I could. But we added the vanilla extract and now the zest. I gotta just stir it in, not blend it. So, doesn't seem like a whole lot of zest. I like lemon stuff, so I was tempted to put more in, but I felt it was more important for me to follow the directions. It smells pretty good, actually. So we're just about ready to start baking. This is exciting. Well, there we go. That's the mixed cake, and it's ready to bake for 40 to 45 minutes. This is going to be great. Alright, I'm glad I checked on this. I had it set for the, actually 35 minutes was my timer. They said 40 to 45, but clearly it's on the verge of getting a little burnt. But the toothpick came out clean. So I'm going to let it cool, and then I'm going to unmold it, apparently, and then let it cool, and we'll see if we can get this out of the pan without destroying things. Okay, the cake is cooled, and I just flipped it over onto a plate. And now the next thing I have to do is split it in half so I can get the raspberry jam inside. That seems probably trickier than all the rest of the steps. So we're going to have Tamara help out with this. She's helping as minimally as possible. She has not. All she did was get stuff out for me that I didn't know what it was. Okay. Is this a good knife?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And I just want to. I just want to split it, right? Just cut it.
Just right through the center.
All right.
Sometimes you can use a piece of string to pull it through, but I don't think we have any string. So
string.
Well, it makes it even. You don't have to
Feels like we've gotten through most of it here. All right.
Okay.
I think we're okay. A little greasy.
It's okay.
What would that mean? Did I put too much something on it?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Because if you didn't have enough, it wouldn't come out of the pan properly.
Ha! Yeah, you got that right. The thing is, I have to flip it. No?
Take it over to the next plate.
All right. Do it a step at a time.
Very nice.
Okay. But I need to... Well, the directions... Well, I guess I don't need to.
If you're going to put the filling there, yeah, you're fine.
Okay. How about that? It's intact. Your cat. I'll give you some raspberries later. Ooh!
Oh.
What? Okay.
Okay, you got to make sure you have a good grip.
Don't you dare even... Don't you jump up here.
Okay. Okay.
That's the bottom of the cake, so I gotta flip it again.
No,
okay.
you don't. But
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I'm not making upside down cake. That's a whole separate thing.
Okay.
Yes?
We'll do the same thing you did to get it over.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just... trying to not make a mess.
Cosmodi.
That's really distracting. Well, it is. Alright. I didn't break it.
Nope.
Now I just gotta add powdered sugar.
There's the powdered sugar.
Where's the powdered sugar?
Shut up.
Jesus.
Matt.
Only 2 tablespoons. That's like a tablespoon, right? Alright.
You can use, I'd use a little bit more.
I know it doesn't seem like much.
There you go.
Okay. Good stuff. That's a good idea. Kinda.
It's coming out very well, isn't it?
Oh, it was a little wet. It's still wet from what you did. Okay, you know what? Never mind. No. Well, what can I use to smooth it out with a little bit?
Your hands.
That's a little too much. The cake is done. It's a yellow cake with raspberry filling.
It's lemon cake.
Well, that's not what it was called.
Oh, yellow cake, okay.
Who's the chef today? I'm the chef today. So we gotta taste it.
Yep.
I'm ready for some cake. That's
All
dinner.
right. Oh, you put a tea in it.
Oh, yeah. Of course I did on purpose. Okay, we've had a few bites, and this is actually really, really good. The flavor is excellent,
Oh, yeah.
right? Okay. But the texture is a little, you said bready.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Which isn't so bad. I mean, this is definitely edible. I have completed this challenge. But you're saying that I should have used butter. I thought that's what I was buying. It's parquet, for God's sakes. Margarine. What? It looks the same.
No, but it's not. The
But
ingredients are different.
Okay.
Margarine is made out of oil.
All right.
Butter is made out of cream.
For God's sakes. This is why I've never done this before. Okay, so I a little small error, but it wasn't enough to destroy the project.
No, it was very good.
Okay, great. Challenge complete.